Welcome to day 4 for the road to 100% acceptance rate as a Platinum Dasher. Before I began dashing, my acceptance rate was 76%, completion rate 97%, and my customer rating is 4.97. I started my dash at 7:30 p.m. and the first order I received was $6 going 2.8 miles from Wawa. When that order was completed, I saw that DoorDash paid me $3, the peak pay was $1, and the customer tipped me $2. The very next order was for $5.25 going 4.2 miles from Pollo Tropical. DoorDash paid me $4.25, and then there was the $1 peak pay with 0 tip. The next order came in for $6.25 going 4 miles from Pizza Hut. By this time, peak pay was over. DoorDash paid me $2.75 base, and the customer tipped me $3.50. The next order came in at $5.25 going 3.1 miles for Little Caesars Pizza. After completing that one, DoorDash paid me $2.50. The customer tipped me $2.75. The very last one that came in is for $3 going 4.3 miles from Little Caesars Pizza. But this one, there's a lesson to teach. So pay attention. Notice how this order came in at 8:56 p.m. and it does not show the amount of items I'm picking up. On this next screenshot, notice I'm picking up 8 items, and it's 5 pizzas and some other stuff. But the pickup time was for 9:04 p.m. But look at the time that I'm taking the screenshot, 9:31. So I haven't left the restaurant just yet, but I'm about to. The restaurant was so backed up with orders, and some other people that placed their own order to come pick it up, they had large orders, and then, like I said, this one had 5 items plus some additional things. After waiting all that time, I ended up completing that order at 9:48 p.m. for a $3 base pay and a 0 tip. Now here's the lesson that I want to teach. I understand the importance of having a completion rate above 95%. If you are at 98% and you accepted this $3 order, please, I beg you, please don't wait as long as you saw that I did. For the sake of this experiment, I kept it, I held it, and I wanted to show you the entire experience. But don't do this. Say you can't do the order. Even when I had a situation with DoorDash, I called them, they told me I shouldn't have to wait more than 10 minutes. So don't wait more than 10 minutes. Contact DoorDash. It may still hit your completion rate because you technically did not keep it and completed it, but I just recommend not waiting so damn long at a restaurant, especially if the pay is not worth it. And I could tell you, the pay was not worth it. The experience was not worth it. So don't do what I'm doing in this experiment. I'll also say, maybe you might have to take a hit on this one if your completion rate is gonna go down if you drop it, if you're like at 95%. Don't drop your completion rate if you're at 95%. You might have to take that hit, but that's just me making a suggestion. It's not me telling you what to do, but I'm just saying, don't do this to yourself where you have to sit around and wait for $3 for an hour. For an hour. And the worst thing of it all, you can't blame anybody but yourself if you sat there and you waited for an hour for a $3 order. So I have no one to blame but myself, not even the experiment. I could have said, man, I ain't doing this, man, forget this. But I decided that I was just gonna keep it and I'm gonna hold on to it to show and teach somebody a lesson, because I know there's drivers out here that might be doing this. Please, don't sit around waiting for that $3 order to be completed in an hour. Sacrifice your completion rate. If it's at 95, don't sacrifice your completion rate. You're gonna have to take that hit. But if you're at 96, man, if you don't let that thing go, if you're at 97, man, let that damn thing go. Especially if you're at like 100, 99, and well, it doesn't even matter. Listen, sacrifice the completion rate if you're above 95%. End of story. When my dash was over, I made $25.75 in 5 deliveries for 2 hours and 12 minutes. When I was done, my acceptance rate went up to 78%, My completion rate is still at 97%, and my customer rating is at 4.97. And for the sake of transparency, the 2575 dash, I worked a total of 2 hours and 24 minutes. DoorDash pay, $17.50. DoorDash tips or customer tips, $8.25 for 5 deliveries. The total amount that I've made so far in this experiment is $142.03. DoorDash pay, $75.75, and customer tips, $54.66. Active time, 7 hours and 35 minutes. Dash time, 9 hours, 59 minutes for 22 deliveries. For those that have been watching this series so far, I think you got it a little bit confused. What I mean by that is, when you look at the payouts that I'm receiving or the offers that I'm receiving, you're not taking into consideration that it's a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tuesday and Wednesday are my slowest days on any platform. The worst pay, the worst everything, okay? The worst miles, all of that stuff, Tuesday and Wednesday. So I usually take those days off. But for the sake of this experiment, I'm doing every single day. Now, I want you to pay attention to this. The next couple of days, I expect my payouts or my offers to look a little bit better with the payouts. When I begin to cherry pick, I expect it to look even better. I'm gonna make sure I get the biggest bangers that I could get out of DoorDash while I'm cherry picking from 100 to 70, because I know that's where it'll probably lie. So with all that said, family, if you're enjoying this series so far, do me a favor and squeeze the life out the blast that like button, and make sure you hit subscribe, click the bell, and join the family if you haven't done so already, because no one else will understand what you go through except another driver just like you. And I'm out here. If you don't believe I'm doing the work, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Just because I'm putting up screenshots doesn't mean I'm not doing the work. I'm doing the work. You just have to believe it. So with all that said, family, I'm gonna see you in the next video. Deuces.